Mahani, and this week's Aqua tip is using the pool wall. So with this exercise, you just need to have enough space for clients to line up against the pool wall. I've got a pool rail at this pool, which is fantastic, but it can also be done with pools that have got the water coming across the top of the concourse, and there's usually like a bit of a groove they can get their fingers into for this. So I've done it both types of pools. So I'm going to use the pool rail because it's here, and also the concourse is so much higher that it's going to be difficult for me to keep my hands up here. So what the exercise is we're putting the feet up on the wall and we're kicking the legs back. So on the wall, kick the legs back. On the wall, kick the legs back. Now, because the rail is so much higher than the pool depth, I'm going to feel more comfortable by placing one hand up and one hand down. But otherwise, both hands can be level. So, onto the wall, push the feet back. Onto the wall, push the feet back. Onto the wall, push the feet back. So it's in and it's out, and it's in and it's out. So the challenge here is to pull the legs back in again to be able to keep repeating that exercise. So it's up, out, up, out, up, out, up, out. Now, it looks like I'm hyperextending my back a little bit, and there is a little bit of extension, but not a lot. And I think the amount of extension is healthy. So it also depends on the pool depth. So right now, I'm a little shallow because I just dropped the pool water in this pool. But if the rail was down a little bit lower, I wouldn't have as much extension because my hand wouldn't have to reach up so high, and my body will be in the water more. So it's a really cool exercise for getting some back and abdominal work happening. It's a great way of using the pool wall, especially for rock and rolls, but using the pool wall instead of being out in the water. It's also an option I give to beginners or non-swimmers for some of the stuff that I do with my rest of my clients in water where they've got their feet off the bottom and using dumbbells and noodles for things like the rock and roll. So one of the options that you can offer new people or people who are not familiar with the pool, they're a bit nervous about taking their feet off the bottom, they're holding onto the rail, gives them a bit more comfort. Other than that, I'll actually often do this as an opportunity to give a bit of a break with some of the other exercises that we're doing. But it's not a really fast movement. You've got to get in the pool and try this out yourself. But it's a great way to create some variety with your exercises against the pool wall. And that's this week's Aqua tip. Demonstrating the movement where you're doing off the wall and then pushing out to the back can be quite challenging. One of my favourite ways to do this is to position myself so I'm on a bench. So I'm sitting down, demonstrate feet up and hands on the ledge, and then pushing off so legs go to the back. So onto ledge, push off, legs to the back, onto ledge. It's not that easy to demonstrate. You definitely do it on a chair. That's another way that you can do it, but you need to demonstrate the seated position. It doesn't work really well, in my opinion, on the frame because it's very difficult to demonstrate. The front part's easy. It's the kick to the back where it's going to be harder to demonstrate well. So you consider using the chair. Remember, push off from the wall, because they've got to remember to push off from the wall. And their legs, just to ask them to keep them reasonably close together, because as you watch your clients, you may notice that their legs spread apart as they push out behind them. So just ask them to keep their legs reasonably close together. And that's this week's Aqua tip.